We want to go to the washroom, take our mobile and spend 30 minutes. बाहर तो बच्चा देखने नहीं दे रहा. So many fathers particularly think मेरा बच्चा जब बड़ा हो जाएगा ना तब मैं उसका समय बिताऊंगा. Less empathy, less connection, more suicides later, less connection with the world. The mobile wants our child to be a consumer. Most watched channel is a kids channel in the world. The more the child understands the world, the better the child feels. You know, every weekend there's a birthday party. What is this junk? This junk is the agenda of the world. It is now in packaged orange, green color everywhere. I can say this is our fault. I can say this is not our fault. This is the world we live in. What does a child want when a child is born? Attention. Love. Care. Sorry? Safety, right? I'm saying let me flip that around. A child, like any ant, cockroach, deer, anything that is born, wants to be safe. Every life that is born wants to survive. Isn't that true? Right? The child is born, the child is now hungry, the child cries. मुझे भूख लगी है. Thankfully, you understand. Okay, so we give them milk. The child understands, if I cry, I will get milk. Wonderful, right? Crying is a useful thing. Now, as the child grows older, at some point, we want the child to understand. You don't need to cry to get milk. You can ask for milk and you will get milk. No need to crying. I'm done. Correct? So, the child learns with us. But essentially, the child in this uses their senses to learn about the world. They will crawl, they will put things in their mouth, they will do, what are they doing? They're trying to understand the world. You have a new friend, you go to a party. In that party, you go, there are 100 people already, and you don't know anybody. How do you feel? A little lonely, a little awkward, right? So what do? Then I'm saying you start talking to somebody. Somebody, कोई दिख जाता है जिसको जानते हो, somebody comes and approaches you and says, hello, you feel nice. धीरे धीरे in 1-2 hours, like you're very happy because you're talking to people, you understand what they do, they know about you. And this is exactly what is happening with the child. The child comes to this world. The child is looking to understand the world. The more the child understands the world, the better the child feels. The more capable the child becomes. And they do it. Essentially, this is all there is. There is nothing else. Everything else is just a way to understand this. You know, you go to a playground with your child. This child sees a swing. The child wants to go on the swing. Somebody comes. The child is afraid. The child comes back to you. You don't push away the child, you stay with the child. The child goes back to playing. Entire parenting is this. Lifelong. Hopefully our child over time become capable that when we are old, we go to our child. The child lets us be and then we go back to the world. Yeah, but this is all. There is nothing else. What is happening is 2 or 3 changes are happening. Parents now go to work. So one thing which our parents did for us, which is that for the first 6-7 years of life, one of them was present. And now both of us want to work. Girls also want to work. Boys also want to work. They go off to work and we want a space for our child to be safe. This started with industrialization. That was the first time schools happened. Because factory के अंदर बच्चों को नहीं लेके जा सकते तो कुछ जगह बनानी पड़ेगी रखने के लिए तो स्कूल बने. Schools are not bad places. They are essential places to allow us to live our life. But if there is no constant one caregiver, which is happening a lot of times, that actually results in most of the deviations we see in our child. That there is no constant loving adult with the child for the first 6-7 years of life. That is one big change that is happening. The second big change, what is happening is what we were discussing, which is even with whatever time we have, we want to go to the washroom, take our mobile and spend 30 minutes. Because बाहर तो बच्चा देखने नहीं दे रहा. तो मैं रील्स कैसे देखूं? हरप्रीत ने नई रील भी डाली होगी, वो भी देखनी है. You know, so we actually take our phones, go to the washroom, spend 30 minutes, and whatever time we have with the child, we are less present, we are less mindful. I can say this is our fault, I can say this is not our fault. This is the world we live in. It is easy to be less present than it was earlier. So that again reduces what we are actually seeing. Less empathy, less connection, more suicides later, less connection with the world. Because even when adults are present, they are less involved. The third thing that is happening is that now the child has this need for attachment. It is a biological need. You know, have you seen those videos? एक mother duck आगे चल रही है, पीछे उसके ऐसे ducks जा रही line में. Do you think the mother duck said, you have to walk in a line behind me? Do you think it works like that? Then why does it work like this? Why are they walking in a line? Why do they follow? I'm saying it is hardwired in their brain. I'm saying in ducks it's called imprinting. Recently, for example, if when the duckling is born and they see the farmer instead of the mother, so farmer ko dekhti hai, she starts following the farmer. This is what is happening. They can't no longer follow the mother. They start following the farmer. This is what is happening. Now this is called imprinting. In ducks it works like this. In human beings, this process is more deeper. It's called attachment. Attachment doesn't happen absolutely like this कि पहला जिसको देखा प्यार हो गया और खत्म कहानी. But I'm saying it is deeper. We can love multiple adults in our life. But attachment is real. You know, so many fathers particularly think मेरा बच्चा जब बड़ा हो जाएगा ना तब मैं उसका समय बिताऊंगा. You know, जब बच्चा छोटा है उसके पास चॉइस नहीं है आपके साथ समय बिताने का. आप समय बिताओगे उसको आपसे प्यार होगा ही. बड़ा होके maybe they might not want to spend time with you. You know, first 6-7 years children don't have a choice. We have a choice. And this choice is going away because we are less physically present and less mentally present. Hence, our child, because they need to be attached to something else, they're attached to a soft toy, they're attached to a blanket, they're attached to their peers. When we wonder, हमारा बच्चा हमारी क्यों नहीं सुन रहा है, we should look back and reflect how much time are we getting with our child and how much time is our child getting with other children. You know, time with other children is great. You know, but if the parent is using it as a way to not handle the child or not get enough time with the child, it is dangerous. Then जो बड़ा हो जाएगा बोलेंगे तो दोस्तों की सुनता है, हमारी सुनता ही नहीं है. And but till by then everything is done. And the other part of this is that if we leave the child, and I've lost count of number of parents who have trained situations where we're talking about children, we talk about child being away with another child. These are all still manageable. A child with a mobile, and parent will feel this is fine. मतलब कुछ नहीं करना ना, वो भी देख सकता है, मैं भी देख सकता हूँ. And this is happening all the time. I call all of this the agenda of the world. The mobile wants our child to be a consumer. We want our child to be a creator. The world wants our child to see videos so that they can earn money. Most watched channel is a kids channel in the world. Why? Because kids are mindlessly on that, and as parents we are allowing it. And this agenda of the world will pull our child away. The agenda of the world wants our child to eat junk. You know, when we were little, मुझे तो केक बर्थडे पे मिलता था. You know, एक तो दोस्ती 3 होते थे. You know, क्लास में 40 हैं, सब एक दूसरे को बर्थडे पे बना रहे हैं. You know, every weekend there's a birthday party. Every weekend there is junk. The amount of junk our children can have, and I struggle with it every day, is crazy. What is this junk? This junk is agenda of the world. It is now in packaged orange color, green color packet everywhere. You know, you pass a shop, yahi latka hua hai bahar, in the right colors to attract our children. So if we don't have this attachment, if we don't have this time and space with our children, the agenda of the world will pull our child away. Because the child has a need to get attached. That is given. So this first 6, 7, 8 years are important. I also believe if our child is past that age, I believe all of us have the capacity to love, which has not been given earlier, can be given later, at any age in life. It is just harder to give and receive love if you haven't received love in the first 8 years of life. But to me, there are so many details in all of this. But to me, this is the crux of parenting.